Welcome to the Sub 4 RA channel, everybody. I'm your host, Rhino, and today we're coming to you from the Charlotte Motor Speedway for the All-Star main event. Here's a look at the track layout, and circled in red is the part of the Charlotte Motor Speedway that we will be emulating today here for the 2020 ADRC main event All-Star race. Here's a look at the 12 drivers that are going to be competing for the 10 bonus points and the bragging rights. Time to get down to driver introductions. For that, we're going to bring in a very special guest, Frecky Frex.
At the halfway point of the season, he's your points leader in the 75, Ken Castillo. Driving in the 911 car, Carly K. In the number 11, Lady Red Pill. On the outside of row 2 in the number 4, we have Bud. Driving in the number 7 monster car, Harry Hoon. Driving in the iconic number 3, Paducci. Your 2019 Series Points champion, Frank Klein. In the Converse 68, Rusty Nubbins. In the Miller Lite Deuce, Double B for Buzzard. He's 10th in points, the number 3, B. Finn. He's your All-Star Open winner, the 29 of Chris. And last but not least, you voted him in to the All-Star main event, the number 8 of Nero 62.
All right, thank you for driver introductions, Frecky Frex. All right, here's how the All-Star race is going to work. We're going to have 3 4-lap segments. At the end of segment 1 and 2, drivers will come in and they will be randomly redrawn to find out where they will restart. 12 laps total, barring any cautions in the last lap of each segment or the end of the race. The winner will get 10 bonus points and bragging rights for the rest of the season. The only thing left is to give the driver command. Drivers, start your engines! Oh man, a lot going on this lap. Take a look. Harry Hoon here is going to get trapped by Frank Klein, and Lady Red Pill goes off the track. Take a look at Bud on the outside. Passes everybody. Strong lap. Looking good. Going to come in. Going to lead it after one lap. But no, just like Skeeter Davis in the Liquid Rush series, he topples over. He wrecks before the finish line. Takes a shot there by Carly K, and then everybody else comes in like a big old train wreck. Unfortunate for Bud. Let's take a look. Finish line cam brought to you by Dave Akers Customs. He wrecks just like Skeeter Davis before the finish line and then takes a shot in the driver's side there, and then everybody else bunches up. So real unfortunate for the Nero 62 custom diecast racing crew as Bud out of the race. All right, they got Bud back to the Dave Akers Customs garage. Take a look. All-Star Towing, special tow truck we're using here for the All-Star race. So we're going to start this. 3 laps to go here in segment 1. Carly K and Paducci. Check out the move that your 2019 Series Points champion does here. Frank Klein on the outside gets Paducci a little loose there. Carly K has problems. And look at the move on the outside here. Sees an opening and goes for it. Great move. Comes down, blocks Paducci. Almost blocks him too much and spins out. But able to regain control back to the finish line. And they're all bunching up again. So this is already pedal to the metal action by your 2020 All-Stars. And look at this. B-Fin slides in. Ooh, nice. Just avoids it. Take a look at the finish line, Cam. Everybody just slamming in, bunching in, fighting for the 10 points, and of course the bragging rights of being the All-Star main event winner. All right, 2 laps to go in segment 2. Frank Klein and Paducci, your leaders. Wow, he is off to such a great start. I don't know what happened with the 33. He somehow spun out. And let's see if we can figure out what happened with Chris and the 29. Your open winner. Looks like everybody bunches up and then Nero gets in the back of him. Didn't have enough time to react, and I'm sure that's probably what sent him over. Everybody out of the screen there. Fools the cameraman, and then somehow, some way, Carly K looks like she came out of there with Paducci. Or was that Ken Castillo? That might have been Castillo who snuck out of there. There's Chris, unfortunately off the track and out of the race. Your All-Star Open winner looked really good. They're going to get him back to Dave Akers Customs Garage. And we're going to restart this with 1 to go here in segment 1. It's going to be Carly K. Matter of fact, Carly K and Paducci. Wow, Paducci with a strong lap. He makes a statement here at the end of the first 4-lap segment. Carly K again with some handling issues. It's like once she gets going, she's fine. Right initially on the restarts has problems. Look at Paducci. He's all over the place trying to block. Does a great job off of turn 2 there. Everybody coming in, bunching up. Some strong racing, really good racing action here through the first segment. But now we're going to go down. Oh, let's take a look, I guess, at the inevitable side cam brought to you by Dave Akers Customs. It wasn't built by Dave, it was built by somebody else. Still coming in. Like B-Fin is skidded in every lap. All right, let's go ahead and do a random. Well, it's already been shuffled. We're doing, looks like a random, making sure everybody knows it's not rigged, I guess. And Paducci's going to draw the first one. Hopefully today. Let's see what Paducci gets. At 10. 10 of clubs. 8 of clubs for Ken Castillo. Carly K. She gets a 9. Diamonds. Rusty Nubbins. 4 of diamonds. That's going to push Rusty back. Lady Red Pill. She gets 5 of clubs. Not a good draw. Nero 62. 9 of spades. So far, pretty low draws here. The 10 of hearts for Burt Buzzard. 33 of Frank Klein. Oh, man. That's going to push him all the way to the back. Hey, B-Fin gets the queen there. Oh, Harry Hoon draws the ace of spades. The ace of spades. Hope I don't get a copyright for that one. All right, guys. We will be right back after these messages. Are you guys interested in helping out the channel and getting some cool threads out of the deal? Well, check out teespring.com/store/sub4ra. We have Sub4RA merch, Liquid Rush merch, and El Rico merch. Hurry on over, take a look, see what we got. All right, little recap there. The drivers and the cards that they drew. So we're going to start segment 2, lap 1. Led by Harry Hoon and B-Fin. Oh, wow. That is... Oh, that is such bad luck for the CRC racing crew. Cut Rock Creek Racing. They lose Harry Hoon and Burt Buzzard. Both to start lap 1 here. And then it looks like it might have been Ken Castillo. Yes, Ken Castillo breaks free. It's almost like a running back going through the line. Get some blocking. Ken Castillo going to take it back to the finish line. Such a disastrous lap, unfortunately, for that Cut Rock Creek Racing team. Harry Hoon, Burt Buzzard, both out of the race. You know, the amazing thing is we have 12 cars in this all-star race, but only 3 different builders represented. That's how tight it's been. We have Dave Akers, obviously, with Rusty Nubbins, and Red Pill Racing with the Red Pill Racing cars and the Dragon Claw cars, but also, keep in mind, Nero 62 powers CRC Racing, Cut Rock Creek Racing, as well as 2 cars from Po' Boy Racing, and the 3-car team of Toon Tracks Racing, including Paducah and Chris. So the team of Nero 62 Custom Diecast responsible for half the field. We got more news coming this week from Cut Rock Creek Racing, but for now we got Ken Castillo and Paducah gonna lead us down. Looks like the inside row here being pushed all the way from the back by Bud all the way up. Gets Ken Castillo loose, bunches them up. That leaves Paducah with a free range there to take the lead. Fishtails it just a tad, but regains it. Very strong lap for Paducah. Brings it in. Looking good for Toon Tracks Racing. Pretty ominous sight there. Paducah followed by Red Pill Racing / Dragon Claw Racing cars. 2 to go here in segment 2. Wow, all 8 cars must have ate their Wheaties before that lap because that was blazing fast. Look at Paducah here being pushed by Carly Kay, who got off to a great restart. Lady Red Pill did not see her spinning back there, but then Paducah breaks away. Very strong lap. He looks really good coming off a 2. Doesn't seem to be an issue. Paducah going to lead him with 1 to go here. And look at Nero 62 moves up to 3rd. So Paducah going to lead him as they're still finishing. Paducah going to lead them with 1 to go here in segment 2. Paducah, and on his outside, the 911 of Carly Kay. Wow, you would have thought this was the last lap of the final segment. Look at this. Paducah actually having a little help here from Nero 62. Nero season opening on the inside. Could not quite get the pass on Paducah, and then they all bunch up here as everybody's just out of control, spinning out of control. Paducah able to break away while Nero 62 and the Red Pill Racing crew gets left behind. So Paducah gonna lead them down to pit road in first. Now we're gonna see how the draws go this time around. All right, let's get down to business here. Paducah draws. Oh, 3 of spades. Not good. Nero 62, 8 of hearts. It's okay. 911 of Carly K. The Jack of hearts. Lady Red Pill. Oh, draws the old deuce-ski. The deuce of deuces. That's going to put her all the way to the rear. Ken Castillo, 10 of spades. Right now it puts, oh, never mind. The king of spades. Frank Klein, the 7 of hearts. B. Finn. Oh, Rusty Nubbins. Rusty Nubbins pulls the ace out of his sleeve and will lead him down when we get back from the break for the final segment. Coming up later tonight on Channel 8. Find out what happens later tonight in Zangief in Cincinnati when Zangief creates a TikTok account. And then after Zangief in Cincinnati, we're going to dive into the question, were there really 5 horsemen? You know, that's a really good question. I never thought of it. I mean, it doesn't quite have the same ring. I mean, 5 horsemen instead of 4 horsemen, but it's definitely worth a question worth getting to the bottom of. But all right, here we go. We're gonna start segment 3, the final segment. Rusty Nubbins is gonna lead him down with 4 laps to go. Who is gonna take this? Well, unfortunately for Rusty, that didn't last too long, and Frank Klein somehow gets out of this mess. Take a look at it here. Gonna go on the outside again like he did back in segment 2. Look at Nubbins riding the rail there. Frank Klein comes out of this real good, but is gonna take a shot here. Not sure if it was on the driver's side. No, it looks like it was on the passenger side. Carly K comes in. Boom, T-bone. Nubbins, though, still in third. Nero 62 right behind him, so that's good for those guys. Here comes Castillo, taking him out. But Paducci, unfortunately, man, things just got worse for him. He might have had the car to beat, but the luck of the draw, or the lack thereof, for Paducci, unfortunately, will send him back to the garage. So we got 3 to go. Frank Klein, Carly K gonna lead him down. Hands down, that was the best, fastest lap we have seen in the 3 all-star races. Look at Carly K, Nero 62, and let's see who goes with him. It looked like it was Frank Klein. It was indeed Frank Klein going with him, and they were jamming. Great job around the turn by the 3 of them, and it looked like Ken Castillo up for 4th, Lady Red Pill, so great lap by those 5 drivers there. Here comes Rusty, and then B. Finn in the back. So we're going to have 2 to go. Going to be led by the 911 of Carly K and the 8 of Nero 62. Wow, we went from seeing the best lap to maybe one of the worst, as they all just got flat out bunched up here. Look, Nero 62 all on his own. No help around him. At this point, it's almost every man or woman for themselves, but it could have been disastrous for Nero 62 if everybody broke away there. It's just Carly K who did. So, we are going to have 1 to go. Carly K only qualified for 1 race last year. She's now in the position to win her first ever race. Big one here at the All-Star race, having quite the comeback season. Carly Kay and Frank Klein with 1 to go. Let's do it. Carly Kay picks up her very first win for somebody only qualified for 1 race last year. But look at this. Definitely a team win. Look at this. Nero 62 getting sidetracked there by Frank Klein. And then into the wall. Carly Kay smooth sailing. Nero able to recover and makes it a heck of a lot closer than what it really should have been. But definitely a team advantage there for Red Pill Racing. All right, now at this time, let's head on down to the Sub 4 RA Victory Lane podium, brought to you by Dave Akers Customs. Remember, if it wasn't built by Dave, yeah, you know it. It was built by somebody else. So congratulations goes out to Carly Kay for her very first ADRC victory. And I do believe the very first team victory for Dragon Claw Racing, if I'm not mistaken. All right, let's take a look at who else picked Carly Kay to win tonight. John Hansen, Red Pill Racing, shocker. Mange Baines, Rare Flare Gaming, Kevin Badburn 03, get him some sunblock, and last but not least, Todd McDonald. Congratulations to those of you correctly predicting Carly Kay would get her very first victory, plus 10 bonus points. Puts her less than 10 behind her satellite teammate Ken Castillo now for the series points lead. We hope you've enjoyed the Sub 4 RA presentation of the 3 All-Star events. Halfway done with the season now. Should be an exciting finish to the end of the season. We have some big announcements coming up over the next couple of days, so be sure to tune in for that. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the next one.